Hello, True Blue Oklahoman here. Let's talk about a representative from Elgin, Oklahoma. Senator Dusty Devers from Elgin. It's in Comanche County. And he's introduced a bunch of bills so far in 2025. None of them, fortunately, have made them out of committee, really. But anyway, this guy is just as crazy right-wing MAGA Project 2025 as he probably thinks I am left-wing crazy. But anyway, basically I'm just for Oklahoma, you know. I wish all these guys would just get along and work together. But anyway, this Dusty Devers guy, these bills represent his vision for the moral sanity of Oklahoma and against the radical and degenerate elements of the far left. Arr. Okay. Well, he introduced Senate Bill 228, the Covenant Marriage Act. And according to him, that's based on traditional understanding of marriage as a binding legal contract. And your marriage can only be dissolved in case of abuse, adultery, or abandonment. And couples that do this Covenant Marriage Act would get a $2,500 tax credit. That was shot down. That didn't make it out of committee, thank goodness. Because he had a companion bill, Senate Bill 829, that he proposed. This bill would end no-fault divorces in Oklahoma, no longer using incompatibility as a reason for divorce. Again, this guy is just trying to force his thinking on Oklahoma. And it's just crazy. And there's a lot of it going on, which is why you need to vote blue. Go for Democrats. He also introduced Senate Bill 281 that would give a 500, called the Promote Child Thriving Act, that would give a $500 tax credit for parents filing jointly and a $1,000 tax credit if the child is born after the marriage. That never made it out of committee. He also introduced Senate Bill 736 that he called the Equal Tax Status for Health Share Ministries. Basically what he wants are state tax credits for some Christian nationalist organizations like Samaritan Ministries and Liberty Health Shares. So anybody that wants Christ-centered health solutions will get the same tax breaks. Anyway. Just another thing, trying to force his beliefs upon all of us. That didn't get anywhere either. That died in committee. He also introduced Senate Bill 456, the Abolition of Abortion Act, which basically he wanted to eliminate the opportunity for women to even get the abortion pill in Oklahoma. Fortunately, that died in committee too. And he also came up with SB Senate Bill 593 to increase penalties and outlaw pornography in Oklahoma. Well, that particular bill was introduced and then killed immediately. There's already plenty of laws against pornography. And if you actually wanted to eliminate pornography, you'd have to get rid of all the social media platforms. You'd have to get rid of half the internet. I'm not sure how you do that. Can you legislate that? Again, you know, they're trying to legislate morals, and it's never worked before, and it won't work now. Fortunately, that was introduced and killed quickly. But here's a little thing I want to say to Mr. Dusty Devers, who is in the Senate, represents Elgin, Oklahoma, from Comanche County. Let's talk about your county. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in Comanche County, followed by cancer and accidents. 45% of the people, and I bet it's more than that, in your county are obese. 15% are binge drinkers. That's just the people that admit to it. You know, come on. Over 20% are smokers. Comanche County has a high rate of unintentional opioid-related deaths. You know, you got a lot of druggies in your county. A lot of them OD. But, you know, there you go. 17% are on disability among working age adults. And 20% of the people in your county live below the poverty line. So my suggestion to you is, why don't you pull your head out of the Christian nationalist big butt and focus on the people that elected you. Your county is in big trouble. It's at the bottom of the list for a whole lot of things in Oklahoma. So why don't you work at home trying to fix some of the stuff there and keep your Christian nationalist MAGA Project 2025 crap to yourself. Just a suggestion. And I hope you have a good day. I know you'll probably have the day you deserve, but I don't know. Maybe you might have a good day.